Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back for another OPTC video, and in today's video, we're taking a look at the new Ben Beckman and Lucky Roux in Garb's Challenge Revolutionary Army 2, and we are no stalling the 13-star event. So that is the team, those are the sports. Let's dive on in. Now, with the release of this particular legend, they are kind of like the hidden gem of the Super Sugo Fest climax event with the release of Super Sugo Shanks and this particular legend. Now, both of these characters have super tandem abilities, and if you guys have been keeping up with my summons, I actually got my Ben Beckman and Lucky Roux to level 4. So in today's video, we do have access to their super tandem ability because we have Yasop and then a whole bunch of shooters on the team, as we are running a mono shooter team. Now, I can't remember in my days playing OPTC another character that has single-handedly buffed their class or color as much as Beckman and Lucky Roux does. This particular unit puts shooters on the map. It puts them in the discussion of a usable teams. I'm not saying they're the best team. I still think they're probably like easy still bottom 4 classes. Probably bottom 2 if I'm completely honest. However, what this unit does for their class is so unparalleled to any other unit in the entire game. And like, what they do for their class, in my opinion, is one of the biggest buffs that any unit gives to any of their particular categories. However, with Revolutionary Army 2, it does take a little bit of annoyance to no stall, because unless the captain has some sort of utility in the kit, whether that be attack down, bind, not really despair, but like attack down and paralysis are the big ones for this content, it's very hard to get the no stall run done. And with shooters, they actually have access to IZO KIKU, who's a very good unit for this particular piece of content, and actually hybrids with Beckman and Lucky Roux very, very nicely. Unfortunately, they are both shooters that give chain locking abilities or chain boundary units with Ben Beckman and Lucky Roux, a chain lock with IZO and KIKU. However, with their super types and with Ben Beckman and Lucky Roux special, you can actually they can increase each other's chain locks. So with the super type of IZO and KIKU, they can increase the chain boundary of Lucky Roux and Ben Beckman. And with the special of Lucky Roux and Ben Beckman, if you have the IZO KIKU special live, you can actually increase their chain lock. Now, the beautiful thing about running these two units together as well is that you can actually get a super type and a super class for a mono shooter team, which is actually really, really fun. Both of them do boost quick as far as I remember. I think the IZO KIKU are a quick slasher shooter character. So I think they both boost quick, so you can run something like Shanks on the team. However, to get the super tandem for this particular team, we are utilizing Yasop. Now, Yasop will most likely, fingers honestly crossed, that he actually gets something with the final part of the Super Sugos. The part 3 most likely will have a Yasop, as Yasop has featured in Ben Beckman and Lucky Roux, as well as Shanks' super tandem abilities. At least this is what we're predicting anyway. However, with the Halloween Yasop, he's basically your best option when it comes to utilizing a super tandem unit for Beckman and Lucky Roux, unless you're utilizing Usopp. Now, Usopp is another option for the super tandem ability, as well as Shanks and Rockstar, but when it comes to running mono shooter teams, you really want to try and get, obviously, shooters, and the only options for that is Yasop and Usopp. So hopefully we do see Yasop moving forward. One that's preferably maybe quick as well, so he works with Shanks. But we'll have to wait and see like what that actually looks like. Yasop's great for this particular team though. He gives cooldowns. He can remove Bind and Despair. We have Pudding, who can remove more cooldowns. We have Kid, who gives us cooldowns, which just helps us get those no-stall runs down. And then with the defensive effect removal that Ben Beckman and Lucky Roux can provide, with just hitting perfects and their super class as well, it really helps out in that Morley stage as well as against the Karasu stage as well. So this particular team does it fairly nicely. It took me a little while to sort of put the team together. It took me a little bit longer than obviously Shanks, because Shanks has the sort of rainbow ability where these guys are more shooter centric. You kind of want to build 5 shooters on the team so you can access to their super class. Being the first super class shooter unit, you really want to take advantage of that, as they do give a 2x attack boost to the shooter class as well. So it is very, very strong. Like, very, very strong. To not only make your shooters into super class shooters, but like you also get obviously that nice chunky attack boost as well. The problem with these guys I do find is obviously getting orbs with them can be a little bit challenging. You can bring characters that give you orbs, but they are an orb boosting unit. They are also an orb boosting, like an orb captain, where like you get a bigger multiplier if you have an orb matching orb at 5.25, which is actually incredibly high just for like a standard legend, which is great. And then to get their super tandem, you obviously need a tandem orb, which can be very challenging to do if you aren't utilizing Shanks on the team, who can just provide you with those tandem orbs, either as a friend captain, naturally with his captain ability, or with his special, giving the right-hand side's matching orbs as well. Hopefully, when moving forward for like quick and for shooters, we get a few more characters that can actually give us tandem slots. Because something like Corazon level limit break works really well because he's just great at giving 3 tandems. Shanks is a special which gives tandem slots, which is great. Kid obviously can provide his own. Same with Law, giving the super class ability, giving tandem slots. So it's where Ben Beckman and Lucky Root does sort of fall off a little bit. They just can't generate their own tandem slots. However, it's not that big of a deal as they do have the support that way, and as you can see, they can do a lot of damage. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to go down there and belt the like button for me if you're new to the channel as well. If you haven't done so already, hit that big red subscribe button. But most importantly, whether you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, I thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Late!